Morning, my fellow frontline workers, those who putting their life on the line on a daily basis to go make sure another individual has a day to look forward to, or years to look forward to. Your efforts are highly appreciated and respected. I want to say a big thank you to families who have put themselves on the line just to save another family. It's a beautiful thing to look forward to going to work to help another individual lead a better day. I want to thank companies that have putting themselves out there, to support what we do as frontline workers. Highly appreciated. I know of rental companies who have made sure that cars are out there for rental for first-time workers for free for about a month. That's beautiful. And some companies who are making sure they give a little extra to their staff. It's beautiful. But I want to draw my attention this morning to the government. You have done everything possible to make sure that those who have either lost their job or have families at home to take care of and have sat back at home to take care of them, you make sure that they're well taken care of. And I'm talking about in Canada. Thanks to the Prime Minister, Dean and Doug Ford, you have done that pretty well. My attention this morning is the frontline workers, those who put themselves on the line, those who get back home and can't even hug their children because they're trying to quarantine themselves or go take a shower first of all. The little moments that they enjoy previously, hugging the kids when they walk into the door, can't do that because they're putting their life on the line to save another. And the government has asked that we frontline workers do all they can, work extra hours, cancel their vacation if they can, to help another human, in which most frontline workers are doing to the best. But my question, it's a big question that comes with a question mark, is what is the government doing for the frontline worker? You've asked people to work extra hours, and this video originates from Canada, but I'm not just referring to Canada alone. I'm not referring to the Canadian government alone. I'm talking about the US, talking about all the countries around the world. What are you doing for the frontline worker? What did they stand to gain? You ask them to work extra hours. And some of them will not do an extra hour, not because they don't want to, but they're concerned that at the end of the day, they get ripped off by the system again. They have to pay huge taxes on the hours they've sacrificed in saving lives. And so they look at it, it's not worth it, So this is my proposition. I like the government around the world, but most especially my government. The Prime Minister just introduced and look forward. I'd like you guys to sit back and look at this. For frontline workers, for the period of this pandemic, my proposition is this: that every hour's work throughout this pandemic should be tax-free. Every pay should be tax-free for the period of this pandemic. I know that there's a $2,000 available for every month to those that have lost their job for 4 months. And that might extend, depending on what happens. That should also, in this case, be allocated to the frontline workers. Not the $2,000, no. But to make sure that every hour's worked, every pay worked for this period of time, and we can cap it for 4 months starting, it's without tax. Non-taxable pay for the next 4 months for every frontline worker And additionally, at the end of the year, when it's tax return, that the pay for these 4 months, it's not counted amongst your taxable income for the end of the year. I would recap this again. First is that no HST and every other tax that goes out of the pay every month is not taken away from these men and women who are risking their lives and that of their families going out there to save another life. I feel like they deserve something from the government. Non-taxable, no HST deductions, no deductions from their pay for the next 4 months. And also, at the roundup of the year taxable, the salaries for the 4 months would not be included in their income, in their taxable income for the year. This is my proposition. We have to give something to these guys. Risking their lives, risking that of their families. And for those fallen heroes, janitors, cleaners at the clinic or the hospitals or the old age homes that have passed on due to the Covid-19. We give you that silence, respect for your life. We appreciate your effort. The families that have lost doctors, nurses, frontline workers, your efforts will never be forgotten. To the government, it is time to stand up. It is time to show these people, frontline workers, that you really do appreciate their efforts. It'll be painful. But having worked hours just to save lives, at the end of the year, you have to pay back the government for saving lives. It'll be painful. And so to the government all around the world, starting from my government here in Canada, it is time to give back to the frontline workers. Thank you, because I know you would look towards this, as you've always done. I appreciate your efforts. And I, for one, am looking forward to you responding with actions to this effect. Thank you, government. In anticipation, thank you.